Hey, what's up guys? So in today's video, I'm revisiting a really old spot. I mean, I definitely don't do it. My stories are not going to do the spot justice. This is what's known as Fame City in Connecticut. I mean, the amount of years of history that went down on these walls. I started coming around when they had the Bodega jams. They had everyone in this whole spot, they painted with Bodega characters in the background. And then I came for a year later. Once every couple of years I'd come by. But the photos and the stories of the crews and all the writers that painted here. I mean, they could do a whole documentary if they haven't already. I don't know off the top of my head where to trace it down if there's one out there, but it's crazy. You could see the layers of paint just that peeled off the wall. I mean, if you could imagine how many layers and layers of paint was on this wall. I remember this piece right here. I remember Can 2 from Europe painted on this wall once, and his character, the hand, I have a picture of it. Let me see if I can find a picture of it, but it was in this spot, and his hand, the character he painted was on a piece like this, and I took it and I just saved it. I think I mounted it on a piece of wood. I ended up losing it, but it's crazy. You could see all those layers. So I kind of love about this stuff. Oh, it's nasty. That's pretty gnarly. I remember I saw photos. I wasn't here when they were painting it, but Phase 2, the legendary Phase 2, did a piece here. It's just really cool to revisit this spot and think. There's a couple of writers that I'm friends with today that I remember from the couple times I went here in the early 2000s that I painted next to them. And I reminded them, I was like, yeah, I remember I met, there's a crew called the High Crew, always doing tons of productions out here. I remember meeting that guy, Royal. He passed away. Got a bling right here. It's like archaeology. I wonder whose piece that was off of. Yeah, this is fairly new, these pieces. See, this is a
Are they doing a jam or they don't?
no, this is just, I don't know, they probably just randomly were painting, stopping by to do a piece, but this is a legendary New Haven writer. So this may be the first time I've ever seen a Tiffany lamp on the tracks. There's another one over here. They must have just thrown it off the bridge, it looks like. Oh, these are nice. They got some nice pieces over here. But I'm like walking with the camera, like holding the light and the camera, and I hear like a crunch under my feet, and I kind of trip and stumble, and I'm just like, oh, whatever. It's some like logs or something. And as I'm walking back, I look, it's like a carcass of like a deer. I think my foot went through its whole rib cage. I looked down and I saw the head, and I was like, oh man. You know, it's actually kind of crazy. I've come down here a couple times, and usually you have to like shimmy along the wall, but this is like bone dry. This is really rare, because I was even considering bringing like wader boots. I mean, there's a third tunnel that could use some boots to walk through, but I'm just gonna check out some of these old pieces.